Daki and Back in Your Faces to give you guys all the updates in the world of music across the country. And this is the only space where we'll talk about updates in music and not just the guys that make the beats. My name is Daki. You can spell it as Darki, and then you know it's double E. Welcome again to this amazing segment of Gospel Life News. The news is quite hot. We have Portable making the rounds on the news. Allegedly, it has been said that Portable beat up his wife, the woman who was initially married to the late on your Alafia Oyo, and then we saw where Portable got interested in this lady, married her and took her home, and she became a bragging right, saying he married the wife of the Alafia of Oyo at the time, and back and forth. We see situations where she came out to allegedly post graphic images from Assault from Portable, and these people have been calling out Portable heads in regards to that. At the same time, Portable has come out to give a claim on his live session where he said that is not the case. And then he called out Gist Lover because they were the first to break the news, saying Portable beat up his wife. And then Portable called out Gist Lover and obviously rained insult on all of them. At the same time, we saw BURNA Boy making the rounds. We're seeing the international guys coming out to show that it is a privilege to work with BURNA Boy. Bossa Rhymes came out to say it was a big privilege to have worked with BURNA Boy, and he was so happy. And then he just said a lot, and I'm going to give you guys all he said regarding BURNA Boy in the course of the news. At the same time, we have Victoni on the news with the statement. Asake also made the news where he spoke about Olamide and so many items on the news. If I were you, I sincerely would not go anywhere. I want to say a big thank you to our fans out there for doing what you do. We love you guys so much. You guys are really amazing. Thank you for your time, your love, your energy, your consistency. It means a lot to us, and we're very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's only after that we reciprocate that love back to you guys, and then we intend doing that by giving you guys amazing, amazing content off the screen. I want to implore you guys to please put on your notification button so you'll be the first person to know whenever we make a video or a post. And finally, before we go to the news, we want to implore you guys that you can now stream us live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please come through. We are waiting for you in this space. After this has been said and done, let's go straight to what the news look like. We'll begin the news today with BURNA Boy. We saw BURNA Boy's song at the time with me, talking about Rolling. I've just surpassed 20 million stream on Spotify, an amazing one. We saw Miss featuring BURNA Boy on the song. They call that one Rolling, and the song as of now I've just surpassed 20 million. Now, like I said, for BURNA Boy, there've been a lot of talks. We saw yesterday one of the counterparts in the US came out to allegedly call out BURNA Boy management, saying they are the big beneficiary of stream fans, and people can actually accredit this to BURNA Boy numbers. In quotes, people actually believe that BURNA Boy is a big beneficiary of stream fans because of his insane numbers. But at the same time, there's the good news. The good news is when you start giving people stuff that are really impossible, they only have one option to think you did the other way around. So success actually brings all this kind of talk. But BURNA Boy, he is very successful, and no wonder for a successful person like BURNA Boy, you are bound to hear so many rumors regarding his success. Moving on, we saw BURNA Boy I Told Them album. I've just surpassed 200 million stream on Audio Mark across all versions. It is the third album to reach this milestone on the platform. On Spotify, this album is doing about 350 million, and then on Audio Mark, it is just on 200 million. On this studio scale alone, that's about half a billion. That's about 550 million streams so far for I Told Them. Moving on, we saw BURNA Boy City Boy. I've just surpassed 110 million stream on Spotify. This song came out just before the year ended, and in a short while, it has just done 110 million stream on Spotify. The song is significant to the dance step with the Timbaland and the Big Issue doing oh yeah, okay, bam, stamping your feet on the floor, and it has become an household name, household dance, and everybody is vibing to BURNA Boy City Boy at the time. No wonder it has just done 110 million streams on Spotify. And moving on, we saw Bossa Rhymes coming out to narrate how Robo Shota with BURNA Boy happened, and he came out to say Odogu's verse was ready in less than 30 minutes. Now, in the stories, came out to say after he had the song, the album was ready, and then he called BURNA Boy one of those days. I was like, bro, what are you up to? BURNA Boy said he's doing nothing, and then he said, we're going to come to the studio. He said ASAP. BURNA Boy was at the studio, And then he said they played a couple of songs with Burna Boy, played the first one, played the second one, played the third one, played the fourth one, and then Burna Boy was like, returned to one of those songs, like, this is the song you're going to work on. And he said he told Busta Rhymes, give me a minute. And Busta Rhymes said he went out to make a call, called the producer. I was like, yo, I have Burna Boy in the studio, one of the biggest players in the UK at the time. I have Burna Boy in the studio, we're working on your stuff, and the guy was so happy. And then when he went back to the studio, he said the door was locked. And I was like, oh, what happened? And they said Burna Boy was recording. He said Burna Boy loved to record alone. And then he said in 30 minutes, Burna Boy was out and the verse was ready for the shorter. Burna Boy delivered one of the hardest verse so far for the year in less than 30 minutes. That's how big Burna Boy is. Massive one to him. And obviously, like I said, Busta Rhymes felt privileged to have worked with Burna Boy. I recall days when we were kids. It is a big honor if anyone could work with Busta Rhymes. Anyone, not even Afro artists, but anyone. But this day, it is actually the reverse of the case. Afrobeat is taking the center stage. Moving on, we saw Victoria coming out to also share his ordeal of how he met Burna Boy, and then he came out to say there was a time where Burna Boy called him to the studio for a collaboration, and then he said that meeting changed everything regarding him. So that meeting changed everything. Now, what they worked on, we're yet to see it, but we're sure that for Victoria, he has a lot cooked up for the album, and maybe that one will just make the album. Moving on, we saw Tested, Proven Trusted is now Burna Boy's most popular song via Quab, and it just surpassed City Boys. Massive one. Tested, Proven Trusted is one song that people really did not pay attention to, right? But it was an amazing one. People love the song, love the jam, and they love what the song is doing for itself. Moving on, we have Asake as the next guy on the news. We saw Asake was at the studio talking about Beat FM, and then he was asked, and then they asked him saying, people believe you are Olamide's favorites. People believe Olamide love you more than every other person. Is that true? Asake said, that might not just be the case because Olamide Bado loves everybody. He loves talent. He loves hardworking youth who don't get recognized. He said Olamide believes that if you're good and it feels like they want to see you, Olamide is going to put in effort to make sure that you become the next big deal. So not necessarily the fact that he loves Asake more, but Olamide is just one person who loves everyone that's putting in the work especially, and also needs to be recognized. So it is all free and fair from Olamide's department. Moving on, we saw one of the folks in the UK doing the Vox Pop, and just a random meeting where I met a white guy asking him, what song are you listening to? From the blues. And the guy put up the headset and said, I'm listening to Asake, Saz, Guna. I'm listening to Happiness by Saz, Guna, and Asake. And then we saw the guy so happy. That's how big Asake has grown. Not just Nigeria, not just Africa, but obviously in the UK, he is making a good name for himself. We saw Chelsea dysfunctant striker known as Nicola Jackson, one person who obviously one of the worst strike catches that I produced. We saw where he came out as a guest doing his duty of playing football, came out to delve into Afrobeat, and then we saw where he said if there's one person who he wants to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, he said that person should be Asake. Now we saw what Usher did at the Super Bowl halftime show. It was so magnificent. The world was talking about it. Davido spoke about it. Beyonce spoke about it. Everyone who understands good music spoke about Usher's performance at the Super Bowl halftime show. And then he's saying, if there's anybody who he also wants to be on that big stage, he's no other person than Ololade Asake. Moving on from Asake, we have Portable as the next guy on the news. We saw Portable, Tony Montana of London have just surpassed 1 million plays so far on Audiomack. That's a massive one for Portable. We're doing 1 million in less than 2 weeks of releasing this one is a big one, and we say congratulations to Portable for that one. At the same time, we saw Portable doing a drip check with so I think for content creators, right, a lot of trends are happening, and drip trend is one of those trends that people tend to jump on ASAP. And we saw where this person had Portable in lock and wanted to ask questions, obviously from the shoes to what he was wearing, to the jacket. Portable spoke about all of that. But then he also gave a juicy information where he said him and Skepta have just done the video for Tony Montana. And in coming days, we should be expecting that one. Remember that Skepta said they will not drop the song till the video is ready. because Skepta deserved more than that. And so far so good. Portable has confirmed that the video of that one has just dropped. Moving on, we saw Big Smoke talking about Skepta also posting images of J5 and Portable, and then he tagged it saying J5 and Portable is very dangerous. Is it did J5 produce the song, or is there another song coming? Is J5 on Portable? Is J5 and Portable on another song? Like all of these questions are probably what we want to know. What is happening with J5 and Portable? If this is another song, I'm going to tell you for free. Portable indeed is getting global every day by day. And moving on, we saw Timaya coming out to applaud Portable and Loud with presence, where we saw for the January concert where Timaya had in Bayelsa, his hometown. We saw where he brought out a couple of persons from Sabinus to name to the band. We also saw where he brought out Portable, where Portable had to climb the pole, like the upstairs, coming down and making a whole fun. People love to see Portable do all of that. And Timaya said he loved watching Portable, and then he loved him because everyone watches Portable. He came out to say he has never met anyone as real as Portable. Maybe Speed Darlington. That was what he said. And then he said, people, when he announced that Portable was coming, people called him out like, why are you doing Portable? I was like, bro, are you okay? Because everyone watches Portable. You might not like him, you might not like what he does, you might not like his sound, but he entertains everyone, and that is why he loves Portable. Moving on, we saw Portable wife, the former Alaafin Oyo's wife, came out with bruises on her arms and on her neck with blood clothing to show that Portable has been assaulting her back and forth. And at this point, she's tired and she came online to seek for Portable came online to explain that that's not true. She's just chasing clout. I never beat her. Called out this lover for speculating false information. But I'm sure in coming days we will get to the root of this matter if this is true or not. Away from Portable, we'll move straight to Arya Star. We saw Arya Star Commerce ascend to a new peak of number 3 on this week official Nigeria Top 100. As a result, Arya Star ends at 12th top 10 entry on the official singles chart in Nigeria. Massive one for her for doing good numbers on these charts. And we saw Rema Calm Down have just surpassed 1.8 billion stream on Spotify. Now, when we made this song, we're talking about the remix and the initial one. It has just done 1.8 billion stream on Spotify. Congrats. So Rema is just making amazing numbers for himself. I think for some reasons, a lot of people want to believe because he's making enough money, he maybe has been feeling lazy to drop songs. But we know Rema is hardworking, and all of these things does not get to win. But regardless, his song has just done 1.8 billion streams on Spotify. Moving on, we saw Young John had also just surpassed 250 million streams across all credits on Spotify. By the way, today is his birthday, and we say massive shout out birthday to Young John, young leader who just from producing became an artist and obviously had massive numbers to his name. Massive one to Young John for doing it for himself. And like I said, he had just surpassed 250 million stream across all credits on Spotify. And moving on, we saw CK Love 1TT has just been certified platinum in Spain. Now, I think for this week, right, it has just been raining platinums everywhere. Rema did diamond in Canada. Whiskey did the 4th platinum in US, and CK has joined the league doing a platinum in Spain. And moving on, we saw Simi has come out to announce that All I Want, that's a new single. She titled that one called All I Want, and she said that one is currently on the way. We want to see what Simi announced that this year she dropped an album, so this could just be a good way to begin the journey for the album. Moving on, we saw talking about Victony. One of the fans came out to say, "What is annoying me with this Victony P is this guy has so many fire songs. He's not releasing his Instagram live that year. I was there, man, and I'm so livid. This is all we are getting." And Victony explained that we are getting all of this song because all those fire songs you heard are going to be on my album. He actually quoted him saying, "The album." So basically, all of what you said, I got it, I got the memo, I got information, but take a chill pill because all those fire songs are going to be on the album. He also explained why talking about BURNA Boy. He said he has a single coming out, and he said that single will change the face of Afrobeat. So we're waiting to see what that amazing single will look like. Coming from Victony, he has said he has one song that would change Afrobeat. So basically, we really want to see what that song is. Finally, on the news, we have Skills as the last guy on the news. Skills came out to confirm that yes, of the truth, Wizkid was the one who wrote Mukulu, and then he said he was the one who wrote Wiz Party. So basically, it was all love and life between them because Wizkid had written song for him, and he also written song for Wizkid. Both songs came out cool, amazing songs, had massive numbers, but it was a collaborative effort that has made all of this happen. And I'm sure you coming out from now, I'll back in faces with more updates regarding Afrobeat and the guys that makes the beat. I'm Daki. I'll catch you guys as soon as possible.